Welcome to another Virtual Console review. Today we are sticking with Donkey Kong Country. The only logical step is Donkey Kong Country 2, Diddy's Conquest. I didn't play this game growing up either, but I did see a friend playing it, and growing up I always thought it was called Diddy Kong's Quest. Probably because Kong and Quest are on separate lines in that title screen, but it's Diddy's Conquest. Brilliant pun, so brilliant I didn't even notice it was a pun. So how is this game different to the first? I mean, graphically it looks very similar, playing as Diddy instead of Donkey here. Oh, let's look in here. Oh, a note saying Donkey Kong has been kidnapped. I like how K. Rool has written the words ha 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 in his letter. Instead of Donkey Kong, we have Dixie Kong, apparently Diddy's girlfriend, despite having the same surname. Oh well. Dixie Kong pretty much makes Diddy redundant. She has a gliding move by spinning her hair around, which makes the platforming sections so much easier. The only time I find myself wanting to play as Diddy in this game is when fighting a boss or a moment where I'm likely to get hit, and that's just so I'll lose him instead of Dixie. Plus Diddy is a bit of a show-off. Just look at how he's casually juggling while floating over a lake of lava. They seem to have a pretty abusive relationship. Just look at how she kicks him when she wants to go first. And they have this new tag team move where they just pick up the other one and throw them, which is actually very useful at reaching high places. It's no wonder why Diddy isn't in the mood yet. He gets his own game, and then he gets outshone by his partner, just like how he outshone Donkey Kong in the first game. So what else is different? They've added several things to make this game more replayable. First of all are the bonus runs. Finding them is pretty much the same as in the first game, although some require you to carry a cannonball to a cannon. But visiting them isn't enough this time. You have to complete a challenge to get a token. These tokens can be given to Clubber, who will let you access a special world. I won't say too much about it, but they are pretty special levels. You can also collect coins. Coins can be used when you visit other Kongs. Cranky gives you information, Wrinkly Kong does that same thing, but also she serves as your save point instead of Candy Kong. The first time you visit her on the world it's free to save, but after that she'll charge you 2 coins, so you want to save sparingly, especially because at one point I got game over and went back to my previous save and all my coins had disappeared. So for some reason they don't save how many coins you've got by the looks of it. But I'm pretty sure she wouldn't notice if you pay her wrong, because I mean just look at how terrible she is at maths on the board there. Swanky Kong's another new addition, and he lets you play a quiz and you get extra lives as your reward. Okay Swanky, test my knowledge. What is my name? Ooh, that is a tough one. What is Swanky Kong's name? God, I didn't expect it to be this hard. Animal buddies return as well. You got Rambi, serving the same purpose as his first game, and as well as on guard. Go on, you can make it. Yeah. Winky the frog has been replaced by a snake for some reason. Diddy seems to like him though. Yeah, no comment on that. You get a spider who shoots web and makes platforms. Squawks plays a more useful role in this game as you can fly with him. You have this anglerfish that takes the role of lighting the way through you. And there's also these seals where you can cool down extremely hot water by jumping on their backs. Although Dixie is a bit of a hipster here. Look at her jumping into the water before it's cool. You also get crocodiles that act as platforms when you hit barrels with their face on. Boss fights are kinda challenging in this one. You can't just jump on their heads anymore. You need to wait until something appears for you to attack them with, such as this bird. You have to wait until you can attack it with its unborn children. Or with this sword you gotta wait until cannonballs appear that you can throw at him. Some of the deaths in this game can be quite brutal too. I mean, look at this. She's on a hook, she gets sliced by the sword and falls into the lava. This is a kid's game, right? And just look at how far she falls here. Yeah, I'd be crying too. Level design is fantastic in this one. Even when themes are repeated, there's something different. First Bramble level is all about barrel blasting, second one is flying with squawks. There are some inside beehives as well I quite like, where you use the honey to stick to walls. Minecart levels make a return, but you have roller coasters this time. The first one you have is about hitting barrels to open doors, and the second one is a race. Overtaking or killing the opponents get you into first place, and you need to travel at fast speed. I mean, you do just need to beat the level, but if you do manage to come first place, you get a giant DK coin. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention those. Each level has a DK coin to find. Most of them are just hidden in the level, but some require you to do something like coming first in that race, or you can get it at the end of the level using the flagpole system. To explain the flagpole system, you have to jump on the switch from a big enough height to get whatever is displayed at the top. Sometimes you've got to work out how to get high enough, and also get your timing right to get the right prize at the top. Look at that. I just sacrificed Diddy just to get that one banana. Worth it. If you succeed in getting the flagpole, they also play you some music. It does make me smile when he plays his tune. Speaking of music, have a listen to this. Overall, this game does play similar to the first, but there are a lot of differences. Dixie is one of the best characters in a 2D platformer. I mean, how do you pick up stuff with your hair? Seriously. And there is a lot more replayability and variety than the first one offered. Bizarrely enough, Donkey Kong Country managed to get better despite removing Donkey Kong.